Hello children, I welcome you to the next lesson. Our previous lesson was about equivalent fraction, and today we are going to continue with that, the idea of equivalent fraction, and look at how to use it to shade the fractions. We looked at the equivalent fractions and we say fractions with the same value. When we have a half, another fraction can also be 2 out of 4 is the same as half. Another one can be 4 out of 8 is the same as half. We have 3 out of 6 the same as half. 5 out of 10 is the same as half. But today, let's take a look at this. That is shading fractions. You are given the diagrams and you're supposed to shade the fractions. I want you to have our previous diagrams that we had here, and it is this one here. Very simple. I want you to look at this. We have a total of how many parts there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 parts. Out of the 8 parts, how many parts are you seeing shaded there? We have 1, 2. So how do we write this? We say this is a 2 out of 8. This is a 2 out of 8. But when you look at 2 and 8, there is a common factor. There's a common factor. What do? We get 2 and divide by 2, we shall get 1. And then 8 divided by 2, we shall get 4. So it means, in simple terms, the equivalent fraction of 2 out of 8 is a 1 out of 4. Or a quarter is the same as 2 out of 8. So the idea of equivalent fraction will come in so that we are able to simplify our work. So this is a 2 out of 8, which is equivalent to 1 out of 4. When you look at this side, it is 4. So we call it, this is a quarter, is shaded. It is the same as 2 out of 8. Let's take a look at this. Another one is here. This is our figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 parts. But when you look at this, the upper part is 3. So what are these? 1, 2, 3. It is 3 out of 9. The shaded parts are 3 out of the 9. If 3 out of 9 are shaded, 3 and 9, there is a common factor. We have a look at this. The 3 out of 9. 3 and 9, they have common factors. So what are we going to do? You divide 3 by 3, then 9 by 3, we shall remain with 1 out of 3. So in simple terms, in fraction, you must simplify your fraction. Make it simpler. If the numerator and the denominator have common factors, you have to simplify them. We have to simplify them. So these are 2 different shadings we have done, and they are all examples of equivalent fractions. So let's go straight to our work that we have today. I was trying to remind ourselves about shading and the equivalent fraction. So we're going to look at number 1, saying what fraction is shaded below? Our A part of the question. What fraction is shaded below? What is the fraction shaded? We shall go for it. Yes. So what fraction is shaded? This one is a direct fraction. We have our 5 out of 6. Is it true that 5 parts out of the 6 are shaded? Yes. Take a look at this. If we had this one here, and these are 9 parts. For us, we are taking there 6 parts. They have divided that figure into 6. And out of the 6, 5 are shaded. So we say, what fraction is shaded below? We take it as 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6 are shaded, and 1 part is not shaded. So you're saying, what fraction is shaded below? What fraction is shaded? Is 5 out of 6. 1 part has been left. The figure is divided into 6 parts, and out of the 6, 5 are shaded, and 1 is not shaded. Let's continue to the next. So you underline, that is your answer. Let's look at B. Our B part, that is the figure, is a circle. We are still asking what fraction is shaded below in the figure. If A is 5 out of 6, you can see that blacker color has been shaded inside or has been painted. We have 5 out of 6. What about the next? How many parts do we have there? Take a look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 parts. And out of the 8 parts, Some are shaded. How many parts are shaded? We have 1. How many parts are unshaded? We have 1, 2. Meaning we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of the total, 6 parts are shaded. So if 6 parts are shaded, what have we remaining with which are not shaded? 2 parts. So what do we do there? 6 out of the 8. And our answer will be that we shall have 6 out of 8. But take a look at your 6 out of 8. Are we supposed to leave our answer like that? Leave alone 5 and 6. 5 out of 6. 5 and 6, they don't have common factors apart from 1. But when you look at 6 and 8, there is a common factor. What is that common factor? We have to divide that number, the numerator by the common factor, and then the denominator. So what do? We shall have, our answer will be equals to the 6 out of 8. We shall say 6 divided by 2 out of 8 divided by 2. So in simple terms, what is 6 out of 8? In simple terms, 6 out of 8 is the same as 3 out of 4. The shaded parts, in simple terms, that you cannot again express or simplify it, that 3 and 4, there is no another common factor apart from 1. Our answer there is 3 out of 4. So the fraction there is 3 out of 4. And you underline your 1. So we are saying what fraction is shaded? A is 5 out of 6. Then B is 6 out of 8. 6 and 8, they have a common factor. Have we got that? They have the common factor. And that common factor is 2. 2 can divide 6 and 2 can divide 8. And our answer will be 3 out of 4. That one we call 3 quarters. They have shaded 3 quarters of the total. So that is that. So when you divide 6 by 2, you get 3, and 8 by 2, you get 4. So the answer is 3 out of 4. Another way of writing 6 out of 8 when we are looking at equivalent fraction is 3 out of 4. Let's go to the next. What fraction is not shaded? Check that work. Or unshaded. What fraction is unshaded? Or what fraction is not shaded? In the figure. In figure or in the figure. There's something missing there, you have to correct it, meaning the word, the figure, in the figure, can have it there. So we are saying, this time we are dealing with the unshaded parts. You're saying, what fraction is not shaded? The other one was saying, what fraction is shaded? What fraction is not shaded? The other one was saying, what fraction is shaded? Take a look at the difference. So let's have this, in this figure, our A part. This is the figure. How many parts do you see there? How many parts do we see there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 parts. But out of the 6, how many are you seeing with the purple color? Those are the shaded ones. There are how many? There are 3. So 3 parts are shaded. But the question is saying part not shaded. How many parts are not shaded? There are 3 parts which are not shaded. So what do? Can we identify them and express out of the 6 what is going to be there? It is 3 out of 6. 3 out of 6 not shaded. If 3 out of 6 of the parts are not shaded, what parts are shaded? So let's have that. So 3 out of 6, 3 and 6, they have common factors. So you cannot just leave your answer 3 out of 6. We have to say, if the common factor is 3, then we shall say 3 divided by 3. What do we get? We shall get 1. And then 6 divided by 3. What are we going to get? We shall get 2. So which part is not shaded? The part which is not shaded is 1 out of 2. So another way of writing 3 out of 6 is 1 out of 2, which is a half. So half can also be written as 3 out of 6. Let's go through that work very well and know what to do. The idea of equivalent fraction will continue in shading and then describing the shaded parts. So this one is already shaded. So you're supposed to find it. So it is 3 out of 6. Let's take a look at the next, B. Our B is that. How many parts do you see there? There's that part shaded green. On the line we have blue. How many parts are those? We have a total of, how many parts are unshaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Our total parts are how many? They are 18. So which parts are not shaded according to the figure there? Let us have this one here. When you look at this, I have 1, 2, 3 shaded. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What about the unshaded? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unshaded parts are 6. All parts which are not shaded are 6. And the shaded parts are 3. We can also say the total parts are 18. 18 minus 12. What do you remain with? You can also subtract the number of parts. But because we can read there, we can count in simple terms. The parts which are not shaded, we shall look at it from here by saying it is 6 out of 18. How many? 6 out of 18. So 6 out of 18, 6 and 18. Don't you think there is a common factor there, dear learners? Let us take a look at 6 and 18. Let's take a look at 6 and 18. It seems there is a common factor. So what do? We shall say 6 out of 18 is the same as 6 divided by 6 out of 18 divided by 6. And what is our answer? The answer is 1 out of 3. The answer is 1 out of 3. The answer is 1 out of 3. What fraction is not shaded? It is 6 out of 18. The total parts there, 18. The unshaded, or which is not shaded, they are 6. So we shall say 6 out of 18. In A, the total parts are 6. The shaded are 3, unshaded 3, which means a half of it was not shaded. Let's take a look at the next. Our next worker here is going to be our activity. The next work is going to be our activity. Take a look at our activity there. Let me clear the way for you so that you can see well. Our activity is there. So what fraction is shaded in the figure below? What we had been doing in the examples, you are supposed to copy it and then you come here. Look at those lines very well and you should be able to count or check them. Then 2, name the fraction which is not shaded in the figure below. All those work, we have it. Thank you very much. Follow through the lesson. I wish you the best. We love you so much. Success in the exercise. Finish the work. We shall send for you the correction and you check yourself. God bless you.